take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented
Well, guys, good morning. It is finally here, guys. Happy opening day, MLB opening day. This doesn't get any better than this. It is the New York Yankees, our New York Yankees, we should say, are playing the San Francisco Giants tonight in San Francisco. MLB opening night. And guess what? History in the making. The first ever baseball game is going to be televised on the one and only Netflix platform. So, guys, get ready. We are so pumped. What's up, Michael? Everybody, good morning, everyone in the chat. Man, this is I am so ready for this season. I can't wait. We're ready for a new season. 160. The mission for 28 starts tonight, and it doesn't get better than this. To my right, we got the one and only Sean Browden. He's a big part of the show, obviously. He's our security guard. I don't know how he does it, man. He works like 24-hour shifts, or I should say 72-hour shifts usually, and he still comes on at fine time. So, Sean, welcome. How pumped are you, man? This is really exciting, and we have a brand new team. Obviously, everybody starts 0-0, but we start off the season tonight against the Giants, man. This is on Netflix, so we're making history here too, which is awesome.
Yeah, I know. I'm super pumped up. I got the fever. You got the fever? Do you have the fever, chat? I know Joe's got the fever. He's probably got the tingles and everything. But you know what? I'm excited because yes, we're making history on Netflix, streaming a live baseball game exclusively on Netflix, and it's the New York Yankees, the most historic franchise, most successful franchise in all of sports, and another old historic franchise, the San Francisco Giants, which used to be the New York Giants. We're facing off in San Francisco, and Aaron Judge is going to put some baseballs in McCovey Cove, along with Giancarlo Stanton. And we're Yankees. We're kicking the season off right, and we're going for that championship. Number 28. Let's get it done.
Let's go. Hey, I love the passion, Sean. Let's go. Woo. Yeah, guys, whoever's in the chat, subscribe, like this channel out, share this channel, and also subscribe to the World Entertainment Mania show, the new channel that we have. What's up, Ray? Welcome to the chat. Guys, today we have obviously this show today, and then after at 4 o'clock, we got the pregame show on this channel, so leading up to the game. And then 8 o'clock, you're going to see Ken and Joe do the play-by-play of the Yankees and Giants game. So, guys, stay tuned, hang in there. A lot of things are happening, and man, let's just get this thing going. And please also subscribe to our New York Sports Loudmouth show that we have with Quentin Copos, former New York Jet, and also please subscribe to our Nathan Sports Rush. And big things are happening at my nation's best NIL Dream Team companies, so stay tuned for that. But Sean, let's get right into this. Obviously, Max Fried is starting tonight for us, along with Logan Webb for the San Francisco Giants, and good pitching matchup to start off the season. So, what are your expectations for tonight? And obviously, we can make our predictions later. But obviously we just saw what happened in spring training for a full month with the Yankees, and a lot of great promising prospects. And are you surprised the way they made their choices when it comes to roster movement? Because I thought some of these players that got sent to the minors, I thought they would make it too. But were you surprised with some of the moves they made to make this roster?
Yeah, I was most surprised with the Hill thing, what they did with him. They optioned him down to AAA. I guess they wanted to work on a couple of tweaks. But I was surprised because he was pitching well, and we know he's got a big arm. And I just didn't see that Cade Winquist or Ryan Weathers were particularly out pitching him. But you know what? I'm going to root for the guys that did make the roster. But I'm also rooting. I think that, Luis Hill, Carlos Lagrange, Spencer Jones, um, and even Elmer Rodriguez. They're they're on that list, that short list, and even Jason Dominguez, like next man up. You know, if we need help, and even Max Schumann. I really was rooting for Max Schumann. He plays great defense, so I wouldn't be surprised to see those guys up midway through this at different parts of the season. Um, but I'm loving the depth that Brian Cashman, as much as fans want to, run him out of town. I love the fact that he made our depth deep. We got like last year we had shallow depth, right? But this year it's like we got 3 layers of depth. Because we can mention, you got Max Schumann, you got Seth Brown, you got Paul DeJong, you
Yeah.
got Ahmed Razak, all those guys, and even Osvaldo Cabrera and Jason Dominguez. But then you add another layer. You got Spencer Jones, you got Carlos Lagrange, you got Elmer Rodriguez, Ben Hess. You could just like pick who you want to see, and it's just I'm loving that because we just gotta build stronger depth in our catching. But even that is looking to be strong. But I'm also liking the way the team's playing together. They showed it in spring. It's more aggressive approach at the plate, but they're more patient and they're, like JC Escara, he looks more approved. Austin Wells. But I'm also looking at, and what I'm expecting. We got sound defense in the infield and outfield behind Max Fried, and we know Max Fried's a dog on the mound. And then you got young guys here, and so I'm just looking forward to it. What about you?
Guys, what's up, Nosebleed? Welcome to the chat. Good morning. I'm excited. Obviously, some of the moves did surprise me, especially Jones. I think, in my opinion, he's ready. He should have been in the opening day roster, but I think he'll get called up sooner than later. And obviously, Max Schumann, he deserved the chance because his defense is amazing, and he showed some offense potential, but mainly his defense. He showed obviously why the Yankees got him because of his defense too. So I think he should have made the team. But you'll see. Maybe you'll see him get called up here throughout the season. But there were some question marks that I had with the roster. Obviously, the surprising thing was Luis Hill, and then obviously Cade Winquist making the team. I thought Luis Hill would make the team, and Cade was struggling this spring, and along with Ryan Weathers was struggling this spring. But I think I guess the Yankees know something that we don't know. So I'm sure Luis Hill would be called up here pretty soon. So, Sean, I agree with you. I think our depth is much better this year than last year. We got a lot of depth on the pitching side and obviously bench side, and in the minor. Look at the AAA team. It's a major league team pretty much.
Yeah, I mean,
We got a lot of experienced veterans and mixed with the young players. Along with Somerset, Double A, the Somerset team is a lot of young players too. But when you look at Scranton, I think we have a lot of great mix with the veterans. So I can definitely see some of these players getting called up throughout the season. So yeah, Nosebleed, yeah, Hill's working on stuff, and he's trying to get back to where he was in his rookie season. So hopefully he does that. But it's good. It's gonna be exciting to see ML Fudd and Carlos Lagrange in the same rotation in Scranton. So that's gonna be fun to watch. But yeah, so I'm just happy that Randall Grichuk is getting a chance here to make the team. I think he's going to add value to the bench, and finally he's on our side. He's a Yankee killer, so I'm just happy that we have him on our side this time.
yeah, and in addition to him being a Yankee killer for his career, he was also a Red Sox killer. He killed the Blue Jays when he faced them. AL East, he just kills the AL East, which we need him for. And he also would kill the Dodgers when he played them. So, I'm just loving the fact that we got him on our side this time.
Yeah, and also another thing is that I'm looking forward to this year is seeing Will Warren's development even more. He's a great young kid. Obviously, we worked with him a couple of times in the minors, and he and for him to improve this spring training, it's amazing to see how his repertoire has changed. His velocity moved up, and he is more mature as a pitcher. So I'm looking forward to his development, and I think for him to get a chance to be in the rotation, I'm happy for him. And he dominated the spring. Every start he dominated pretty much, and he's changed a lot, and I'm really looking
Yeah.
forward to growth even more.
Yeah, instead of nibbling, he's attacking the plate. He's attacking the hitters, and that's what I love to see. I want to see a pitcher on the mound that will attack each hitter, give them their best stuff, see if they can hit it.
Yeah,
Challenge the hitters. Don't do this whole little nibbling and see where the umps are, because sometimes the umps are gonna squeak. I know we got the ABS system, but you only get 2 challenges a game.
yeah. Only
I,
two. So, speaking of the ABS system, um, now we're gonna see how in full effect how many teams will who will be using the AV how much it will be used, or we're gonna keep an close eye to that, and it starts tonight. Let's see if the Yankees or Giants will be utilizing the AVS today. Um, but it's gonna be interesting to see how many times that would be utilized this whole
yeah,
season.
but like I said, I'd rather them challenge the hitters than try and challenge the ump.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the lineup here, Sean. Well, who do you think should lead off tonight? And obviously, we don't have the lineup yet, but who do you think Moon? Who do you think Moon will put as leadoff hitter today? This is Steve.
Think probably when realistically they'll probably put Trent Grisham, but who I would like to see I would rather like to see Ben Rice as leadoff,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Yeah.
have Judge.
Go ahead.
Have so like Ben Rice. This is the lineup I would like to see: Ben Rice, Aaron Judge, um, Cody Bellinger, John Carlos Stanton, Jazz Chisholm, Trent Grisham, Jose Caballero, Austin Wells, and Ryan McMahon.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay, my lineup would be I'm gonna put Cabby as the leadoff.
Okay.
I'll put Aaron Judge second. I'll put Bellinger third, Stanton fourth, Chaz fifth. Let's see here. Six, I would put uh, oh possibly I'll put McMahon there. Seventh, I'll put who am I forgetting now? Seventh, Austin Wells. I would put it seven, Austin Wells. Eighth, I know I'm forgetting someone here. Oh, Paul Goldsmith, whoever's actually no, sorry. I'm gonna put Ben Rice at sixth. Seventh, I'll put uh McMahon. Eighth, Austin Wells. Then ninth, I'm forgetting someone here.
Grisham. Who's your center fielder?
Oh yeah, Trey Grisham. Yeah, batted ninth. Trey Grisham. That's my lineup.
Yeah, okay. I mean, no, that's pretty good lineup. I mean, I would love to see Caballero lead off. I like a speed guy, but I also like a guy that can make contact and work pitches too. I
Yeah,
want it to be whoever's leading off. Your job is to see as many pitches as you can. Work a 6 or 7 pitch at bat. Let Judge see as many pitches as Logan Webb can, so we can see where he's at. Because the more pitches Judge can see, the more damage he can do. But you guys got to the key thing is the leadoff guy's got to set the tone. He's got to hit. He's got to get on base.
Guys, what's up? What's up, John Nosebleed? What's up, Richard? Guys, whoever's in the chat, put your lineup predictions for tonight in the chat. But Nosebleed goes Cabby, Bailey, Judge, Rice, Stanton, Jazz, Grish, Wells, McMahon. Okay, that's a good lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, put. I want to see other predictions, guys, for tonight. What's up, Richard? Welcome to the chat. And guys, please continue liking, subscribing to this channel, and then the World Mania Sports channel, entertainment channel. A lot of things are happening. And yesterday, whoever missed yesterday's episode, my team and I booked our client Keone Kella for yesterday. He joined Sean and Joe yesterday. It was a great. You guys did a great job. Go check it out. Whoever missed it. I'm glad that my team and I could help out with that. And we're working on more things for you guys, so stay tuned. Yeah, guys, I want to see more lineup predictions here. But Sean, just talk about now. Do you think obviously hi Katie, welcome to the chat. Good morning, Katie. Happy opening day. Welcome to the chat. I want to see your lineup predictions. But yeah, Sean, obviously this is a good test for the Yankees to start off against the San Francisco Giants in San Francisco. The Giants are no joke. They're a talented team. If I wouldn't discount them in the
No.
NL. What do you think this is a? Do you think the Yankees for this season? Do you think the Yankees need to get off to the right start here, starting tonight? Obviously, because they got the San Francisco Giants, and then they have to travel to Seattle, so it's a tough road trip right here to start. So, what do you think? Do you think the Yankees are pressured right from the bat here, right from the gate?
Yeah, I mean, you look at the first third of our schedule is hard,
Yeah.
right? We face a lot of teams. So yeah, it's important when we set the right tone out the gate. And best start as much as we can. Because you don't want to have to dig yourself out of a
Yeah.
under 500, you know, in April, because then it's gonna make it harder down the stretch. You want to set yourself up so then that way you can, and then you build up enough padding and stockpile wins as much as you can now, because we know what's gonna happen in the middle of the year, but you wanna set your tone up right out the gate. But like you said, I'm not sleeping on the Giants nor the Mariners. You know,
Yep. What's up, Charles? What's up? Welcome to the chat. Good morning, guys. Who's ready for Yankees opening day tonight? Let's go. We are pumped. We need to see those lineup predictions, guys. Put it out there. And guys, don't forget programming notes. Today at 4 o'clock is a pregame show, and then 8 o'clock is a play-by-play with Ken from The Ugly Truth and Joe Mingoya, the godfather of the show. And please subscribe to Ken, The Ugly Truth. He does a great job with his shorts, his play-by-play. He pretty much does everything. So please go subscribe there too. Yep, Richard, you brought up a great point. Game one is as important as game 162. That's right. That is true.
all right, bro. Couldn't say it much better than that. Every game matters.
Yeah. So, Sean, do you want to talk about a little bit before we switch gears to back to the Yankees? You want to talk about your history show that you do with Charles a little bit here to promote it?
Yeah. And I gotta work with them, but yeah, we're gonna set up. We're trying to set up more stable time to where we can do it. But yeah, we're gonna cover more history of the Yankees with Charles and myself, and we're gonna talk more about other different teams. Like our next episode is gonna cover World War II years, but it's also gonna cover the 40s and a little bit early in the 50s. Because a lot of stars, they went to go fight for not only World War II, but then some of them went to also serve in the military during Korea in the early 50s.
Mm-hmm.
But the Yankees were such a dominant team in the 40s and 50s. We're gonna talk a lot about that. And yeah, it's really interesting and it's fun just covering a lot of the different Yankees of yesteryears, because then you find out it wasn't just the superstars like Ruth, Gehrig, DiMaggio, Mickey Mantle, all the legends of the game, right? Bill Dickey. But then you had guys like Mark Carling and Frank Grossetti, guys like Jim Dugan, and a light hitting defensive whiz at third base. And you had Pat Collins, and then you had aces like Wyatt Hoyt, Red Ruffing, Herb Pinnock.
Hmm.
You had all those guys that just we had like multiple 20-game winners in seasons. We're not the only. I mean, the only team that ever had four was the 71 Orioles or the 1970 Orioles. But you just see that we had a lot of guys that just dogs and our thing, and then roster was just built. And yeah, and during the 30s and 40s, and I mean up until the 70s, it really wasn't free agency. You were either traded or when your team, your contract expired, another team might come and approach you, and have you try you out. But you pretty much played with the team that drafted you or you know signed you out, or however they recruited you. Because they had a lot of different West Coast leagues, like with Joe DiMaggio. He was playing in the Pacific Coast League when the Yankees recruited him and brought him over. And yeah, it's but yeah, I mean it's so great. And then Bill Dickey, what people don't talk about is he won 7 championships as a player, right? But he also was a player manager in 1946, his final year as a player. Then he came back and was a coach for many years in the 50s. So he mentored and tutored Yogi Berra in the late 40s, and then Yogi Berra went on to win 10 championships as a player.
Yep.
And then we all know what Yogi did for decades after that. So that's one thing I really love about the Yankees, and you notice it when you go back and look in history. And Charles could tell you too, and a lot of these other guys have seen it. Is the Yankees have not just passed the torch with each other, but they've all mentored each other in different ways.
Hmm.
And so, it's nice to see it. And I love that it still does it now. I mean, we see the legends come back. I mean, and then you even see Andy Pettit. What does he do in the shadows? He's mentoring these pitchers, you know, and that's just a blessing. And I love the Yankees. I know we all do love the Yankees. But look, combining the love for history and the love for this sport and the love for the team you should root for, it only grows up even more. So, but yeah. But I'm looking forward to the next episode. I just got to get with Charles, and we're gonna schedule one here soon. We just gotta try and make it to where it's not a Yankee game at night going on. But you know what? I'm just glad another season's here, and I believe it's gonna be a historic season. You know, and I'm looking forward to it. But also, I know Charles is excited. And you guys, let me know what you guys think and what you guys think we should cover in the History Channel. I mean, in the history of the Yankees episode, or if there's something specifically, an event or a milestone that a player or the team had that you guys want us to cover while we cover certain decades, and we'll make sure to cover it.
Yeah, guys, they do a great job, and with the Yankees History Show, Charles and Sean. So please support them. And when they do their next show, I know they're gonna kill it as always, man. They do a great job of that. And speaking of the thing, Richard says, let's go to. Oh, what's up, Joe? Welcome, to, Joe Cole 60. He says, I really think it's this year the Yankees are gonna do what it takes to win the World Series. Yeah, Joe, I agree. I think they're on a mission this year. I think they're more focused, and they're gonna do everything they could to win the World Series for us. And Mission 28 starts tonight. Um, guys, Richards goes, guys and girls. I'm in Central Florida now, but uh, I grew up 9 blocks from the Yankee Stadium as a kid. I loved it. Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
And then he goes, my dad took me to the first Yankee game of my life. Yankee pitcher, Bob Turley. Bob Turley, White Sox pitcher, early win. Okay. That's
Oh yeah,
awesome.
and what?
Nothing's like Nathan's hot dog, Nathan's French fries, Mel Allen announcing Yankee games on. That's,
Yeah.
and then Charles goes, is right in front of us. Yeah, Charles, tell
Yeah,
us. Returning the
Savages in the box.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. So, what do you guys? What are your predictions on a Boone epic rant?
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Are we gonna see a Laz Diaz impersonation? Are we gonna see another Savage in the box uh rant, which was epic hot mic deal? Are we going? We're gonna see Aaron Judge going on, toe to toe, and maybe Judge has to carry him off the field. But I mean, this is one of the things I love about baseball. Um, Nathan, you ever seen where like when Joe Torre would go to toe with the umpire, or even Don Zimmer, and you would see like the vessels in his forehead kind of, and it was just a lot of or Lou Piniella picking up the base and tossing it. You know, it's just a part of the game or how many times do we root for a brawl to happen, so the player to charge the mound, and it doesn't happen as much today. But just parts of the baseball. But I hope they do some more of that bunting and hitting and run that they were doing in spring training. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think this. Speaking of that, this spring they showed really good situational hitting, in my opinion. So they did a better job of this spring focusing on situational hitting, finding other ways to score runs, and I hope they do. I hope most of these games they utilize a bunting thing to get to move runners or try to score runs like that. So they have to come up with other ways to score runs, and I think they did a good job of that this spring.
Yep. I think so too. I think that we're gonna be pleasantly surprised with how they do situational hitting. And yeah, I mean, but it comes down to execution too. So it's it's one thing I love about baseball. But yeah, that's the thing I miss the most from the '90s and the early 2000s is back then you used to see a lot of hit and run, a lot of small ball being played and strategizing. Creating runs. And yeah, I just wish it was back then. But I mean, the home runs are nice, but when you have players doing home run or bust, it's so frustrating,
Yeah.
and you can't win that way all the time. But yeah,
Comments. Okay. Char goes. Let's go Yankees, guys. I want to see some lineup predictions here for tonight.
yeah. Charles, give us a prediction, a lineup prediction. I keep thinking every time I hear Charles, I keep thinking when Joe called.
All right, let's take a break here real quick. I'm gonna play some of this promos here. Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. Charles says the Yankees are waiting too long to put. Yes, yep. You brought up a good point there, Charles. We talked about that earlier in the previous streams. I think Spencer Jones deserves an opportunity to be with the team now. I just don't know why they're setting him back down. He had a great spring and he showed what he can do. He's ready. He's 26 years old. Let the kid play. And I think I'm pretty sure that he could get called up sooner than later. So let's see there. And as far as Dominguez, I'm just happy that he's going to get more playing time. I don't think there's no room for him right now here until an injury happens, and which I hope not. But I think Dominguez. I think for him getting more reps, it's a big thing for him. As far as Spencer Jones, he's ready. So that's why
Yeah,
Trent Grisham is the pressure is on Trent Grisham here.
yeah,
Because now he has to perform to the 22 million qualifying offer that we gave him, which was a mistake. But let's see what happens here. And I think Grisham is on a short lease, and if he struggles off of the bat, if he goes 0 for 30, for example, the fans were going to go crazy for Spencer Jones. So I'm excited for Spencer Jones. Hopefully, he gets called up soon. So
could you imagine a roll call? We want Spencer Jones.
yeah. But guys, we're going to take a quick break here, real quick. I'm going to have you guys listen to some of these promos that this we put together, that John and Ken put together.
Hello, everyone. My name is Eugenia Kuzmina. I am an actor, comedian, fashion model, and a writer. And I'm really excited to be here today on NYYANKEE Mania with Joel. And I can't pronounce your last name, but you have to learn me. And I know it's from Sicilian Mafia.
Hey, everybody, it's Ian Eagle. You are watching NYYANKEE Mania, the best.
Okay.
Hi, this is Ken from Yankees The Ugly Truth. You're on live with Joe at NYYANKEE Mania. Enjoy the adventure.
Hi, my name is Maria Venuto, and you are watching New York Yankee Mania.
I'm Kayla Welsh, and you're watching NYYANKEE Mania.
Hello, everybody. This is Bip Roberts, former Major League ball player, and you're watching New York Yankee Mania. Enjoy. What a great show.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce myself or reintroduce myself. My name is Chef Nick. I am here for you. This is NYYANKEE Mania, NY Mania for the entertainment purposes. Please smash, like, punch, stomp, jump on the like button, subscribe, share. Please do any domestic violence as you can in a polite way. You guys are the savages in the NYYANKEE Mania. I am your chef to your savage to your cabbage. I will shred you like coleslaw. Let's do this. You guys are my rock stars. You guys are my chefs. Love you all. Let's rock on. We got this, baby. Chef's
All right,
kiss,
guys.
baby. Let's do this.
Let's go back to the comments here. Katie says this is absolutely the Yankees year. Katie, I think you hit it on the head. We're excited for this year. I hope everything goes right for the Yankees. And like I said, the mission for 28 starts tonight against San Francisco. So it should be a fun year if everything goes right. And Katie, we share your same passion. And thank you. You're like one of the main supporters here of the show too. So thank you, Katie, for always being in the chats and interacting with our clients and guests also. And you do a great job with the questions. So you're amazing, Katie. Eventually, we got to get you up here on the stream to talk Yankee baseball or anything else. So yes, I really hope this is the Yankees' year. Then Richard goes, when the Marlins called up Miguel Cabrera, he was overmatched for about the first month. Then look at the rest of his. Yeah, that's true, Richard. The first time when Miguel Cabrera played for the Marlins, Sean and everybody in the chat, he was struggling. As I remember, he was struggling big time with the Marlins, and he really couldn't get off to a good start. But eventually, at a certain point of his career, when he made the adjustments and the technical change, and Miguel Cabrera became him. That's how good.
Because you look at it, April, May 2003, it's 20-year-old and 20-year-old. And yeah, he was struggling, but he was adjusting constantly. And then from like May of 2003 for the rest of his career, he was just, you couldn't get him out. I mean, he hit a home run after getting buzzed by Roger Clemens in the World Series. He hits a homer dead central off the rocket. The next pitch after you get some chin music, you hit a home run off a 6-time Cy Young Award winner who deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I don't care what you think about his association with PEDs or not. He deserves to have a plaque in Monument Park in Cooperstown. But Miguel Cabrera is a surefire Hall of Famer. And yes, he proves that you just got to risk the gambit to get the biscuit.
Yeah. So that's a funny way to put it, Sean. I agree with you there. So Richard said, give Spencer Jones a chance. Yep, I agree. They cannot keep protecting these prospects. If they're ready, they're ready. So I hope, like I said, this is all the pressures on Trent Grisham right now to perform because of the qualifying offer.
If by May 1st, if Grisham is super struggling at that plate, we cut it and we bring on Spencer Jones.
Yeah.
I don't care about that 22 million you offered him. I'm not gonna cry. I mean, it was a mistake. You shouldn't have done it. But if he's struggling, don't wait and don't let him be a dead weight in center field. I know he's a Gold Glover, but the offensive production, we don't have a true leadoff guy, and we have a guy that's chomping at the bits to get in the league. That I mean, you saw people were talking about and raving about how he made adjustments with his mechanics. He did a hybrid of an Aaron Judge swing and the Shohei Ohtani swing. But he's got his own swing in it. But, it's just, and I mean, you saw him hitting the ball off the cover in spring training. So why not? Don't wait till he's 28, 29. But, I mean, it's up to you, Brian Cashman. But the pressure's on Trent Grisham and the pressure's on Brian Cashman.
Yeah. And Katie, so Charles is here. Charles has his lineup here. Grisham, Judge, he puts Grisham as leadoff, Judge second, Belly third, Stanton fourth, Rice fifth, Jazz sixth, Wells seventh, McMahon eighth, and Cabby ninth. Okay, I can definitely see that happening.
Yeah, I can see that too, and I like having Rice in between Stanton and Jazz, because I mean Rice is a contact hitter. He doesn't really free swing, and you know what? He's put all the confidence in him. But what I want to see is a consistent lineup throughout the year. When we figure out who can really be our leadoff guy, we stick with him, and the rest of the lineup locks in from there.
Yeah. Carl. Yeah. All right. Carl goes. Grisham is struggling already. Yeah, he did. He did have a bad spring, and that's why I said the pressure is on him this year to have a good season, to start off the season right, so the fans don't bash him. If he struggles, like if he goes over 30, like I brought up earlier, and the fans will go crazy and they want Spencer Jones. So,
yeah,
let's see what happens there.
And I mean, I've seen players that have struggled in the spring, but turn it on in the opening, in the season. But yeah, we'll see what he can do.
Richard goes. Joe's not here. I'll bring up Volpe. If the Yankees could play at 215 hitting shortstop, they could get Spencer Jones a full shot. Yep.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, Volpe, we on and off, but I think they need to take the training wheels off of Volpe. Stop trying to tell him how to run the bases. Just let him go. Just let him see what he can do. And when he finds that more consistent approach at the plate hitting, I think he'll get that improvement up to 250. But yes, it is a good point, Richard. That is a great point. That if they gave Volpe a full shot, they need to do that with Spencer Jones. No, I hate when they do these yo-yos like they done with Peraza.
There he is. There he is.
Yeah. I lost my train of thought.
Let's welcome Ken from The Ugly Truth. What's up, Ken? And Joe, obviously the godfather of the show. Welcome, guys. And Ken, let's go Yankees. I see you have your Yankees hat and shirt. Let's go. I'm pumped, ready for the season. So, Ken, let's get your thoughts. How excited are you? How pumped are you having another opening day, and obviously getting to call opening night tonight?
Well, this is going to be my third year of calling opening days. This one is much less painful than last year because opening day was the Dodgers and the Cubs in Japan.
Yeah.
I started streaming at 5 o'clock in the morning to call that game. So I'm glad that it's Yankees here in the U.S. time frame, and it's 8 p.m. So it's not extremely late, and it's very reasonable.
There you go. And obviously, tonight we're making history, first ever baseball game on Netflix, which will be cool. And the panel, as I'm hearing, the panel is going to be epic with Hunter Pence, CC Sabathia, and others. So I had to look at the full list, and then I think Giants quarterback Jameis Winston is going to be making an appearance on the panel. So, but guys, don't only listen to those, but listen, guys, you're gonna have at 8 o'clock. You're gonna have Ken from Ugly Truth and Joe.
Hold on. We are not going to be simulcasting this one. There is an issue with the YouTube Partners program.
Oh,
so we're going to have to suspend the simulcast. But Joe will be doing the play-by-play call here on NY Yankee Mania, and I will be doing a separate call on Yankees The Ugly Truth.
Okay.
Yeah, we unfortunately we have to take care of a few things. That's why it's important this morning. We've got to take care of something very, very important because we're both monetized.
Mm-hmm.
See, now I could stream this to World, our second channel, because it's not monetized. But it's the same. You can't send out the same content on both things because it looks like you're feeding off of each other. That's what I get out of it. Ken is more experienced at understanding what it's all about, and it's a little glitch, unfortunately, people. Unless the only thing what maybe we can do is have it from if I'm not monetized on the World, I can possibly do that with you with that.
That's true.
That is.
How are you going to do World and then be on your own channel calling your own play-by-play?
No, if I'm on with you, we could simulcast together on that channel, just like we're doing here.
We'll talk about that one offline, brother.
Yeah.
But it's not a separation because of bad blood or anything. It's a YouTube thing that we have to deal with. We have to send a couple of videos off explaining the rationale because YouTube looks at it since it's originating on my channel and Joe is simulcasting it. They think that he's stealing my work product, which is indeed not the case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So hence, you'll have several opportunities to come in and listen to tonight's play-by-play, whether it be on NY Yankee Mania or Yankees The Ugly Truth. All we want to say is that we appreciate all of y'all's support. It is important to us. You guys have been the reason that we've been able to build these channels successfully, and we appreciate the support. Matter of fact, yesterday I hit a milestone on The Ugly Truth. I actually got my milestone of 600 subscribers.
Oh, wow. Congrats, Ken.
Wow, congratulations.
Yep, congratulations.
Woo, let's go.
Like I said, the opening day play-by-play will be available. It's just going to be a little bit odd compared to how we've been doing things throughout spring training.
And also, please subscribe to our new channel, NY Sports Loudmouth, which we obviously changed. Now our newest team member, Quinn Copels from the New York Jets, is part of our team. So please subscribe to that channel. And also please subscribe to Nathan Sports Rush. And also big things are happening with our nation's best NIL Dream Team company. So stay tuned for that. We just launched another new thing there. So stay tuned for that. Yeah. So we did some lineup predictions, Ken, here already. I know we have a pregame show at 4, but Ken, what do you think lineup should be for tonight?
What should the lineup be for tonight? Well, we know that you want what I feel should happen or what I think is going to happen.
What you feel and what you think yeah.
Well, me personally, I would have Jose Caballero leading it off.
Mm-hmm.
I would bring in Rice to hit in the 2-hole. I'd bring in Judge to hit out of the 3-hole. I'd have Bellinger cleaning up. I'd have Stanton in the 5-hole. Jazz in the 6 hole, Grisham in the 7 hole, McMahon in the 8 hole, and Wells in the 9 hole.
That's actually a really good lineup.
Yeah.
What I suspect is going to happen is you're going to have Trent Grisham leading off. You'll have Aaron Judge hitting out of the 2 hole.
Yeah.
You'll have Bellinger hitting out of the 3 hole. You'll have Rice hitting out of the 4 hole. Stanton hitting out of the 5 hole. Jazz hitting in the 6 hole. McMahon in the 7 hole. Caballero in the 8 hole, and Wells in the 9 hole. Although I would flip Wells and Caballero because after the first time through the lineup, Caballero becomes a second leadoff hitter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Caballero. Or they lead off with that 8-9 hole hitter, probably a 9 hole hitter, just to have that 2 leadoff guy, that second leadoff guy. Put the tables.
You get your speed guy involved in the offense. That's why I would say Caballero 9th personally, but
yeah. But yeah, well, what about you, Mr. Godfather?
Yeah, Joe, what do you think the lineup should be?
Well, I definitely agree with Ken. Grissom's got to be out of that top of the lineup no matter what. And Jose should be leading off. I would like Bellinger second and Judge third, depending on the pitcher. And then Giancarlo, who's shown a lot of life in his bat. I would keep him clean up. I never like Judge and Stanton back to back. 2 potential strikeouts, 1, 2, 3. I like the breakup of Bellinger because he is a contact hitter. So I like to break them up. The days of Judge and Stanton, in my opinion, should not be back-to-back hitting because that could be 2 automatic strikeouts. And this lineup is full of strikeouts, as you know. Hopefully it'll change. So that's the way I would do it. And then the bottom, I put Grisham 7th, probably 7th. And McMahon at this point, I'd probably bat him 9th, depending on the pitcher. If it's a righty, maybe I'll go 8. But if it's a lefty, I would go 9. And then you go with your 9, you have your lefty, and then 1, you have a righty, and then 2, you have a righty, then you have a lefty, then you have a righty, and then you just keep going lefty, righty, lefty, righty. So I think that would work out perfectly for the Yankees. It might cut down on the strikeouts per inning, and that's just the way I feel. So, and then we worry about when Anthony Volpe comes back and what they're going to do. I mean, obviously, if Jose's hot, and not to put pressure on Jose, if he's hot, obviously he's got to stay in that lineup. Opinion. But is Jose really, really an everyday player? We don't know. I mean, a lot of people say he is, and a lot of people say he isn't. So I don't know what to believe on that.
Well, he hasn't been, but which players start out as everyday players?
Right. No, you're right.
Oswaldo Cabrera didn't start out as an everyday player. He started out as a utility guy and then moved into the everyday position until he got hurt in Seattle.
Right.
Good morning, Mitch. Welcome to the stream.
What's up, Mitch?
A lot of players start out as bench players or role players. I mean, I remember Alfonso Soriano. Remember in 2000, he was just the Homer Bush role.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then 2001, he took over for Chuck Knobloch.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the question that you ask, although Caballero hasn't been an everyday player, can he shift and become an everyday player? I truly believe that he can be.
Yeah, I probably can.
And in my God's honest opinion, if Caballero is maintaining solid defense and is hitting 250 or higher, when Volpe comes back off the injured list, not going to be an auto switch. Volpe's going to have to go out and prove that he can actually match Caballero's performance. And if Caballero's hitting over 250, I don't think there's a chance that Volpe can break back into the starting lineup.
Yeah. Well, does he have any options, Volpe?
Yes.
So, would you be surprised if they said, "Well, Volpe, after you've done your rehab, we're going to give you everyday reps and you know, in AAA, and and we'll call you when you need you," or is that going to hurt his arm?
I have no idea what's in the brain trust of the Yankee front office. I couldn't even.
I mean,
begin to imagine.
I'm just saying, it's like,
I mean, because with regard to Volpe, if you keep him down in the minor leagues for 20 plus days, you get extra year of control on Volpe. I mean, hell, most fans don't want Volpe right now. Why would you want an extra year of control for him?
Right.
That might make sense if you're trying to trade him off to another team because they know that they have an extra year of control. But innately, I do not personally believe that Anthony Volpe is the long-term solution at shortstop. I think the future at shortstop is going to be George Lombard Jr. Volpe doesn't have a strong enough arm to be a third baseman. That would put him into second base. Well, you have Dax Kilby, who we drafted, who has a major league bat already.
Yeah.
He is tabbed as a shortstop, but he's been playing second base. So I think that he or Caden Kemp will be your eventual long-term second baseman.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. I just wish if the Yankees do play Volpe, but not like every day or whatever, they decide to platoon him when he comes back. I just hope they don't handcuff him on the bases. Just to let him utilize that speed.
Yeah, no, I agree. Totally agree.
So Richard says here, go ahead, Ken.
But the thing with regard to Richard, Mantle and Maris never faced pitchers that throw 98 plus miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Neither did Robinson and Robinson. That's a whole different animal. And those guys in their time frame were not high strikeout hitters.
Oh, yeah.
The average. I mean, it was a mark of shame back in the '60s if you struck out 100 times in a season.
Mm.
Yeah, and Mantle was a switch hitter, but wasn't Maris? Was he lefty or righty?
Lefty.
So it wasn't like you were having two lefties back to back because Mantle was strong from both sides.
Yeah, exactly. But again, there a lot of strikeouts. That's why I don't like having Judge and Stanton. Maybe a couple of years ago, but not now. Not now. It's time. They should be broken up, and they should put Bellinger in the middle of that so that you get contact, especially if you have a runner on second or third with less than 2 outs, because there's always that chance that Stanton and Judge are going to strike out. Now, I like my chances with Judge a little bit more than Stanton because Stanton is a streaky hitter.
Mm-hmm.
But I still rather have Bellinger up there, who I think can get the ball out of the infield. So and keep it going. So that's why. Yeah.
Well, here's my other thing. What I would really don't want to keep seeing is the Jazz behind Stanton. I know that a lot of times we're going to see that, but because when Jazz is in that free swing mode, that's like back-to-back strikeouts, like no contact. But I would almost venture to say having Ben Rice behind Stanton. What do you think?
Yeah. I'd like to see about 50 games of Ben Rice this year to get a real good gauge, being the fact that it could be I don't know. I got to see at least a good 50 to 100 at bats before I can make that call. Like, I know what Stanton's going to give. We know what Judge is going to give. And I honestly don't trust that Stanton is going to be in contact, a lot of the time. I really don't. So that's why I want somebody between the judges thing and Stanton, so that if you have a man on second, you have a man on third, there's a decent chance he's going to come home. I don't trust Stanton in a very clutch situation, because he's a guest pitch hitter, and he can go down and look silly in 3 pitches, or one could be put 500 feet away from us. We don't know. But if you have a steady guy like a Bellinger in there, that is going to get the bat on the ball, or Rosario playing, or somebody like that, you've got to get somebody. You've got to get hitters, just like like Toronto has. You have your contact hitters. The Mets, they have contact hitters. The Yankees have hitters, but they until they prove that they're not all strikeouts, then we have to assume, and I hate assuming, that the strikeouts are going to be there, and that's what I don't want. That's why we need to break that up. That's my opinion. But in any event, guys, we are going here on an hour soon, and there's a lot to digest today. A lot of things happening, and we have our 4:00 pregame show. So I really would love everybody to come back to our pregame show, and we'll talk about everything. In the meantime, we're getting everything together for the epic live broadcast tonight of the Yankees and the Dodgers, and the Dodgers. No, it's called the Giants. Giants, right? And
Very good, Judge.
yeah, exactly. So a lot happening, guys. Keep up with everything. Keep you posted.
Let's go, Yankees.
We promise you a really good day, everyone. And hang in there. We'll work everything out for our fans. So no worries. Peace. God bless you all. God bless America. And we will see you at 4 p.m. with our New York Yankees.
Hey, everybody, it's Ian Eagle. You are watching NY Yankee Mania, the best.
The best.
With NY Yankee Mania's pregame show of tonight's Yankees and Giants. Take care, everyone. Have a great day.
Let's go, Yankees.